My name is Yuuta Togashi, and you're watching Chuuni TV. Chunibyo Demo Koi ga Shitai. Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions. Book 1, Chapter 0. The prologue is about when I was cool. This might be a little sudden, but I have a confession to make. I, Yuuta Togashi, suffered from Chunibyo when I was in middle school. Chunibyo, which affects people while they go through puberty, isn't something that affects people physically or emotionally. No, it's a much more pathetic disease. It's the kind that makes people see evil all around them, even when they're in public, and I don't mean something as simple as being in a rebellious phase. For example, someone might think so highly of themselves that they feel possessed of some kind of unique, mysterious power. I, too, thought I had something like that. So when I became the self-titled Dark Flame Master, I would drive both friends and girls away, using my catchphrase, "Be engulfed in the flames of darkness!" And even though those times are just memories now, I feel like I should just die. In middle school, that kind of phrase would make me look super cool, but I wouldn't dare to use it in high school. It's totally lame. Another thing I used to do in middle school was wrap my arm in bandages in order to seal my power during classes. When I would tell people about why I wore bandages, about the Zero organization, an organization that helps train people with the potential to gain superpowers, and other things I had invented, they would just laugh at me like I was an idiot. Of course, I was completely serious. I'd go around mumbling things like, "Those jerks don't know a thing about me. Soon they'll be engulfed in my dark flames." Like I was some hero who hid in the shadows while the world revolved around me. Please, kill me right now. Or should I ask if anyone else has experienced that kind of life? A time where you'd awaken with a new purpose in life with an ability to protect the world? I thought it looked so cool shouting catchphrases full of big words at the top of my lungs. Classified sorcery enchantment, light of darkness, arise from the recidivist. Just go and extend despair and misery to our foes. That's the might of justice. Now that I think about it, using light of darkness, justice from despair, I was merely a violent person who looked to get into a fight, wasn't I? With my flames of darkness, I was certainly prepared for one too. Oh, there's still more to talk about. I believe I held a magical force in my right hand, so I drew Demolish on it and a shooting star on my finger. Through training, I believed I would be able to levitate in the air. Now I can see the signs of the Chunibyo virus were all around me. In this way, I acted like a fool all throughout my second year of middle school. I would abruptly go, "You! What are you doing? My power is fading? Stop it!" during class, or comment, "This closed space," around my desk when no one else was in the classroom. Naturally, my grades plummeted. Once the summer of my third year came around and high school entrance exams were around the corner, I packed all my delusions away I began frantically studying. Due to the lack of free time I had, I started recovering from this disease. I became a calm, reserved student, and while I wasn't as cool as I once was, my grades started to rise rapidly once I used my brain. And so you might say, well, it's obvious you passed your entrance exams. You aren't suffering from Chunibyo anymore. Currently, I am a first-year high school student, and none of my friends act like idiots or could be classified as having Chunibyo. Those days with my classmates from middle school are over. I was able to get into a pretty good high school, and not many of them made it. There are a few students here from that school, but I'm not familiar with most of them. Since I likely had the worst symptoms of Chunibyo, they probably don't know who I am. I was just another person in the crowd for all they know, which serves me right. Oh well, the past is behind us. I rescued myself from my idiocy, and that's all that matters. No one here knows about my dark past. Eventually, in a new environment, with new friends, 2 months had flown by. They were very fun in an elegant sort of way. I couldn't help but laugh during our entrance ceremony. Our principal came out on stage screaming the school song while wearing one of the uniforms. Besides that, I've been looking forward to enjoying an ordinary high school life. There were so many clubs that I had no idea existed. What in the hell is Sepak Takraw anyways? Regardless, it was quite fun coming to this school as its tradition of free study suited me well. In the end, I chose not to join a club so I could focus on my studies. It looked like it was going to be smooth sailing for me, since I had made plenty of friends in my class. Right now, my favorite thing to do is just hang out with them. I had finally regained what was really important after getting over my Chunibyo illness. I know, it's hard to believe that the cool me who was alone is now spending time with his friends. That's because while I'm hanging out with my friends, I forget all about my dark history and just have fun. Unfortunately, a sad event had to occur. Well, maybe I should say it was bound to occur. I was once a patient of the Chunibyo illness, but had made a spectacular recovery. Or so I thought. It was Chunibyo. Definitely. And so, beginning with that event, I was bound into a contract with Rikka Takanashi.